Good, Panther Nation. It's your boy Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the skies of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And happy Wednesday to all you lovely Panther Nation hooligans out there. I thank each and every one of y'all for watching this video, man. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. It's hump day. So hopefully your day's going smooth, man. Hopefully everything's going all right with you and everything is going. Your drive to work was smooth this morning. You probably had the radio bumping. You probably got everything going the way you want. But we're going to get into today's docket. Few things that have crossed my forte, few things that have crossed on the list. And the first thing that kind of has crossed my list is I believe the Panther playmakers have a lot to prove now going into the 2025 season. And the reason why I say that is because of a list that was just released on ESPN as of yesterday. So, ESPN's Bill Barnwell released a ranking of all the NFL teams, 1 through 32, from worst to best, based off of their playmakers. So, the wide receivers, the tight ends, and the running backs combined. And when you think about that, I was sitting there and I looked, I was like, all right, this is interesting. Obviously, the question that pops up on my mind, where does Carolina end up on this list? I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering it. I know you're probably wondering it too. But before we get into the list, I want y'all to see, or if you're just listening, hear about the couple of factors that went into contributing this list. He does list it out for me. So, these are the few contributing factors that make up this list. One, he says it's only about 2025 on-field performance. So I guess he's basically only off of what's going to happen on field. Two, the man did say injury histories and suspensions matter. Okay. Three, he said wide receivers weighted more heavily than running backs and tight ends, and that is due to the league being very more pass dominant than it is in years past, as well as the fact that the average running back and average tight end, like position-wise, they top out at $20 million, whereas wide receivers are making $30 and $40 million. So wide receivers are getting weighed heavier than the running backs and the tight ends. And four, he said the focus is going to be on elite players and a team's top 5 contributors. So you can have one elite player and a bunch of nobodies, or a bunch of really good people but not one true star. That could affect everything that's going into it. So, with all that in mind, with all that being said, y'all wondering where did Carolina end up? And Carolina ended up ranked 31st.
Huh?
Yeah. Carolina ended up being ranked 31st on this list, and here was the excerpt as to the reasoning why. The only team that was worse than Carolina was Tennessee. And I'm going to get into why I feel about that, man. But here was the excerpt. Barnwell says, well, the Panthers certainly kept trying to add receivers. This year is number 8 pick Tedero McMillan, who they hope fills the same role Mike Evans did for Coach Dave Canales when he was coordinating the 2023 Bucs offense. A thriving McMillan will allow all of Carolina's wideouts to drop one spot in rotation, which would suit many of them. Looking back at the Panthers' 2024 class, I find myself more intrigued by undrafted free agent Jalen Coker than second-round pick Xavier Legette. As he averaged a respectable 1.9 yards per route run to Legette's 1.3. Outside of veteran Adam Thielen, who continues to produce at age 34, there's a lot of projection here. And he follows it up with this. He follows it up with this part. With Jonathan Brooks out for the season, the backfield will run through Chuba Hubbard, which is well-deserved. Hubbard is patient and powerful. His burst between unblocked Cardinals defenders to score a game-winning touchdown in overtime on his final snap of the 2024 season might have been Carolina's offensive highlight of the season. All right. The front office did well to bring in veteran Rico Dowdle, who was a league average starting back for the Cowboys when given the opportunity as Hubbard's backup. So, a lot to unpack there, a lot to say, a lot to do. And again, what I'm going to say is I keep reiterating this. And I know y'all tell me not to take everything that ESPN puts out because some of these guys are articles that are not just really legitimate or anything like that. I really do hear y'all, but I have to take a second and I have to just say, let's be serious and let's really talk about it because we got to have this engaging content. We got to have this discussion. So let's be serious and think about that. How are we ranked worse than teams who finished worse than us? Please explain that to me. How? I don't get it, bro. Cleveland, the Giants, the Jets, New England, no. Like, I don't care who they got in terms of playmakers galore. We have better playmakers. Point blank, period. I'm not sitting there and playing second fiddle to them. So can we please stop with the disrespect? Can we please stop with that disrespect? Secondly, you said Hubbard's game-winning touchdown was our offensive highlight of the year. Sir, did you not see that no-look touchdown by Bryce Young? Did you just not see our offensive production all throughout the second half of the year when Bryce came back? Did you not see Adam Thielen's amazing catches? Like, I'm curious, bro. I'm curious. What were you seeing as opposed to what we were seeing? What were you watching as opposed to what we were watching? It's okay. You want to know why? That's why I said the Panthers playmakers have a lot to prove. I hope they've seen this article. I hope they have this article sitting in the locker room. I hope they have this article in the weight room. I hope they have this article sitting there on their tablet. I hope they have this article sitting at their house in their own film session room, because when everything hits the fan and when this offense is clicking, when this offense is moving, when this offense is looking great, all the apology better be louder than the criticism, man. It has to be. It better be. I need it to be, because y'all are sitting there saying this is a lot of projection. Yes, this is projection on you. For some reason, you're projecting us to be this god-awful, as if we didn't take the strides that we did last year. As if we didn't move in the right direction. As if Dave Canales isn't a coach who has proven time and time again that you will get better with him, especially the more you work with him. So no, absolutely not. 31st? And what's crazy is last year when this ranking came out, we were 28th, and the year before that, we were 31st. So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me the year after we went 2-15, we went into this season ranked higher than the year after we finished 5-12?
Huh?
No, I can't. I simply can't believe that you're an analyst that has watched the Carolina Panthers, bro. You watched 6 highlights. You watched a compilation of Carolina's season. That's what you did. You didn't care about Carolina because you didn't want to watch Carolina. That's the truth. But I'm not going to waste too much more of my time on you, sir. Moving on next, man. Speaking of my head coach, speaking of our head coach, is Coach Canales primed to win Coach of the Year this year? That's a question that's been asked around, and you know what? Bleacher Report has actually now asked that question, courtesy of their own Mitch Milani. He put out a video of his Coach of the Year predictions going into the 2025 season and who he feels is going to get Coach of the Year. And this is who Mitch just said that he has as Coach of the Year. His top 5, he has his top 5 and his honorable mentions. And it looks like this. So, right now at number 5, he has Mike McDonald from Seattle. 4, Liam Cohen at Jacksonville. 3, Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. 2, Ben Johnson in Chicago. And number 1, how'd I get? Oh my goodness. It's Mike, not Ike Vrabel. It's Mike Vrabel from New England. He thinks Mike Vrabel will win in New England. He is actually a biased Patriots fan, so I'm not mad at him for believing in it. I can respect it. And the honorable mentions were Pete Carroll, Jonathan Gannon, Kevin O'Connell, then Dave Canales. So I'm gonna say this. And I'll admit this is my bias, but I really don't care. In my opinion, Dave is set up to win Coach of the Year for sure. And to me, it's easy money as long as the Panthers make the playoffs.
Message.
It's easy money, especially bro. What? Second year as a Panther head coach, and he gets into the playoffs. Through everything we went through last year, he gets into the playoffs. And Lord, don't let this man win the division with Tampa Bay and Atlanta still looming around. We win the division? Oh, yeah. Locked up, signed, sealed, and delivered. Locked up, signed, sealed, and delivered. Coach Canales wins Coach of the Year, man. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Because you mean to tell me we would have went from 2023 where we were 2-15 to 2024 where we're 5-12 to 2025 potentially 10-7, 9-8. Winning the division and locking up a home playoff game. How could Canales not win? How could Canales not win? Especially as much as y'all have scrutinized the Carolina Panthers, scrutinized Bryce Young, scrutinized this offense, scrutinized our defense, because you sat there, and we all know we were a historically bad defense last year. We all know that. You talk junk about Bryce Young and how bad we played offensively for the first half of the year last year. We know that. So to go from where we're at to a playoff team, especially if we win the division, not just lucked in by wild card and got a few helping games here and there or helpful situations where this team had to lose and that team had to win. No, winning the division. If Dave Canales wins the division, boy, oh boy, oh boy, he is Coach of the Year, hands down. There's nobody better. There's no other option. There is no other option. Only way I can say Canales loses out that award is if flipping the Tennessee Titans or the Jacksonville Jaguars, like Cohen, maybe Variable, or they go like 13-4, 14-3, 15-2. You know what I mean? Just randomly. That's the only way. That's the only way, bro. But that's all I got to say about that. And then moving on to number 3, speaking of the division, man. So what's the best bet for the NFC South? You know, because, a lot of people sit there and think to yourself, best bet for who's going to win the NFC South. Obviously, the Bucs being the reigning champs, they're a pretty solid bet. And you know what? And this is actually what the betting odds look like right now. Right now, you have the Bucs who are opening up at -110. The Atlanta Falcons are +250. Our Carolina Panthers are at +400. And the New Orleans Saints are at +1200. Now, Will Hill, Fox Sports betting analyst, revealed who he thinks is actually the best bet to win the NFC South going into this season. And here's what Will had to say. Will says, the Buccaneers are odds on at -110 favorites to once again win the South. The Falcons are +250, a $10 bet returns $25, and nearly captured this division in 2024 under rookie quarterback Michael Penix, who was inserted into the starting role late into the season. But a couple of overtime losses in the end of the season derailed any chance for the Falcons, who narrowly missed the playoffs. The Saints are +1,200 long shots, and rightfully so, as the surprise retirement of quarterback Derek Carr leaves them in a rebuilding position with rookie Tyler Show likely to start the season opener. None of those 3 options are worth a bet to me, at their respective numbers, which leaves the Carolina Panthers at plus 400, which I think is the best value for the bunch. He goes on to say this. In the offseason, the Panthers attempted to beef up what was a porous run defense, highlighted by the addition of former Raiders safety Trayvon Morey. On offense, standout wide receiver Tedero McMillan was drafted 8th overall, with the hopes of giving the resurgent young an elite go-to target. While the division favorite Buccaneers are tasked with a first-place schedule, the Panthers can build on the improvement they showed at the end of 2024 and compete for the top spot in the NFC South. If Young can sustain the level of play he flashed late last season, coupled with what should be an improved defense, the Panthers can push the Bucs and Falcons and make this a 3-team race, with the Saints being a team bettors can comfortably dismiss, man.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
That's what I like to see. I like the way you do business, Will. I like the way you do business. I like the way you think, boy, because guess what? If it makes dollars, it makes sense. I'm telling you. Now, hey, listen, that's not me telling y'all to gamble either. Please do not go out there and lose your paycheck and then come back on this channel and blame me and say, hey, yo, Myron told me to go bet on the Panthers, and now I'm out of home and my mortgage. Hey, bro. Hey. Don't. You are a grown adult. You are a grown adult. Don't make bad financial decisions. Do not. If you got a mortgage to pay and all you have is the money to pay your mortgage, pay your mortgage. Don't make bad financial decisions and bet on the Panthers. We know how that goes sometimes, bro. Come on now. But overall, I actually do love this. To me, I like the fact that he'll really address, like, hey, the Panthers really are a team to be reckoned with here. Yes, the Bucs are the favorite, and they're the favorite for a reason. But the Panthers have shown life, and they've made the offseason moves to showcase that we are not a team to play with. We are not a team to sleep on anymore, and we are not a team that you can just go, oh, yeah, it's the Panthers. We ain't worried about that. We not worried about that. You best be worried. So, Will, I see you, boy. I see you. I like it. But now, guys, moving on to y'all favorite subject. It is time for Panther Nation to speak their truth. All right, man. I love reading these comments, y'all. I love seeing what y'all got to say. And first comment comes in from a boy, Michael Hodge, 8022. Says, projected to be most improved player of the year, Bryce Young. Hashtag keep pounding Panthers. Hey, MIP? You know what? I like that. That is definitely something Bryce, that's what I want to shoot for Bryce. Most improved, definitely. Most improved player of the year should be the award that Bryce Young should go for, and I would love to see him get it. That's what we're going for this year, Bryce. That's the target. I like it. Next comes from Aliyah03. She says, I'm from South Carolina and live in Texas. We're good, but people from my area lost loved ones. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that people from Texas down in that area in Kerrville County and everything losing loved ones, man. Shouldn't be happening. It honestly shouldn't be happening, bro. And I know natural disasters, when they occur, I've been in hurricanes, I've been in tornado warnings, I've been in earthquakes. I understand how sudden things can change, and it saddens me anytime we lose people to stuff like that. So my heart honestly goes out to them. I will do my best to keep them in thoughts and prayers, and I really hope that everybody else who is safe, who is sound, and that everything can get back to some sense of normalcy there. But losing a loved one, nothing's ever going to be normal. It's always tough, man. And then last, certainly not least, message comes from Chris Santos, U6H. My man said, hope all Panther Nation is doing good mentally. Chris, greatly appreciate that, man. Really hope all of y'all are doing good mentally. Really hope all of y'all are taking the time to refresh mentally and just take a second to breathe new life back into yourself, man. We get bogged down with a whole bunch going on in this world, from bills to strained relationships, strained jobs, like unsatisfactory, like car problems, man. Man, when car problems, and it always seems like the worst always happens at the worst time, and everything just can't fix, and you're just mentally spent. So, hope all of y'all are doing mentally better. I ain't even gonna say good, just doing better. Cause that's a quote I liked when from one of the from Spider-Man 2, when what was it, Doc Ock? Yeah. He told him, he's like, "How you doing, Peter?" He's like, "I'm trying to do." He's like, He's like, "Peter, I want you to do better." And then in No Way Home, Peter tells him, he's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Trying to do better." So hope all y'all are doing that. Yeah, I kind of nerded out a little bit, but I don't care. Whatever. And then lastly, can't forget this for my boy, because he asked me, and I got to make sure. Hey, let's go.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
Happy birthday to the boy, to the wonderful member of Panther Nation, Matthew Campbell, JCP. Matthew, hey, my man, I told you I got you. Hope you have a fantastic birthday today, man. Hope everything goes well. If you're celebrating this weekend, hope you have a fantastic weekend. You do everything that you want to do, and you can enjoy it. I really do hope you have that. Salute to you, my boy. Hey, have a piece of cake for me, man. Have a piece of cake for me, man. But guys, that's all I have for today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can always be reminded of when these videos are dropping. Next, comment below and let me know y'all thoughts. 1, do you think our playmakers are better than 31st in the NFL? I honestly hope y'all do. I hope you don't think we're that bad. 2, do you think Coach Canales can win Coach of the Year? And if so, what will he need to do in order to win Coach of the Year? And 3, do you like the bet of us being at plus 400 to win the NFC South? Let me know in the comment section below, because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Much love to all you Panther Nation. Take care. Later days. And as always, keep pounding. I'll see you next time.